much. Thank you, members of the committee, for this opportunity to discuss infrastructure resilience. I'm Lynn Scarlett, Vice President of Policy and Government Relations at the Nature Conservancy. As we look to invest in infrastructure in the context of climate change, nature itself can be a solution. Natural infrastructure can be clean, green, and dollar smart. It is real and practical. So what is it? Natural infrastructure refers to investments in natural and bioengineered systems to contribute to infrastructure needs. It can be deployed alone or in combination with more traditional infrastructure. It includes green spaces that absorb and filter stormwater, reducing flooding and pollution, often at much less cost than refurbishing pipe and tunneling systems. For example, Philadelphia is putting nature back into the city to handle sewage overflow and stormwater at a fraction of cost to replace pipes and tunnels. Seattle reduced the volume of runoff in one neighborhood by 98% by using natural infrastructure, and the price tag was 25% less than traditional tools. Beyond city spaces, natural infrastructure includes the use of living shorelines of sea marshes, oyster reefs, and dunes. In Howard Beach, New York, for example, the Conservancy evaluated nature-based infrastructure and showed that a combination of nature-based and gray defenses result in avoided losses of $244 million from extreme storm events. The potential risk-reducing benefits of nature's assets are not hypothetical. In one study, the Conservancy and a global risk modeler for the insurance industry modeled storm surge and damages from Hurricane Sandy. We determined that coastal wetlands prevented more than $625 million in property damages. Nature can help with transportation systems too, especially in culvert design. Most culverts across this country need upsizing as we see more frequent high-intensity storms and the effects of a changing climate. Using culverts with natural bottoms reduces erosion and flooding. In New York, for example, one use of such an approach resulted in a road crossing surviving 7 federally declared flood disasters over the past 15 years. We have engaged across the nation in natural infrastructure projects. These include one in Hamilton City, California, with the Army Corps of Engineers to reduce flood damage and restore ecosystems through levee setbacks and reconnecting 1,400 acres of floodplain. They include many projects in the Gulf of Mexico and the Eastern Seaboard on oyster reef restoration. They include efforts in, for example, Coquille Valley, Oregon, to upgrade tide gates and culverts, improve water management at less cost than traditional levees. But significant opportunities exist to enhance the extent and effectiveness of these efforts. We launched a natural infrastructure initiative with the company Caterpillar as they and other business leaders recognize the potential of natural infrastructure. The initiative includes AECOM, Great Lakes Dredge and Dock, Brown and Root, and other partners. The purpose is to accelerate investment in water-based infrastructure and promote the use of natural infrastructure. The federal government is also helping lead the way. The Army Corps has many natural infrastructure projects and recently released a report called Engineering with Nature. But we see more opportunities for federal leadership. These include consideration of natural infrastructure in federal agency planning and in community hazard mitigation planning and investments. They include increasing reforestation through the Forest Service Restoration Trust Fund. They include supporting the Federal Highway Administration in infrastructure vulnerability assessments and training around its natural infrastructure guidance for transportation investments. As we invest in this nation's infrastructure, let us not build ourselves back into the 20th century. Nature solutions are part of a better, cheaper, smarter future. Thank you.
Thank you very much.